Hey, welcome back to No Hype Beer Reviews. Unless it's your first time, then welcome. Please consider subscribing. If you do, hit the notification bell, get all the updates. We're excited for today's video. Actually, that's not enough. I am beyond excited for today's video. So this is actually one of my favorite beers ever, period. It has been aged for 10 years. And I'm doing it for my Cellar Saturday this week. So this is Samichlaus, and like I said, this is 2013, so it's 10 years old. This comes in at 14% ABV, product of Austria. I'll read it if you don't know anything about it. Brewed only once a year on December 6th. I'm actually reviewing this on December 3rd, so close. Samichlaus is aged for 10 months before bottling. This specialty is perhaps the rarest in the world. Samichlaus may be aged for many years to come. Older vintages become more complex with a creamy, warming finish. I think not all beers get better with age. That is true. But when people sometimes say, like, you should never age beer, that I don't understand. And I think this is a perfect example of a beer that just ages beautifully, you know? And it's one of the beers that got me into aging beer. Actually, this one early on when I had Bourbon County, someone's like, yo, you like that fresh, let it sit a year and revisit it. And I'm like, okay. And then I did. I'm like, whoa, this is better than it was fresh. Proper glassware. I was randomly in Buffalo, New York once, and I saw the place we were at had the glass, and I'd never seen a glass for them. So I actually bought two in case I break one. On the back, there's a fill line, so that's why I filled it like this. It's got that nice brown, ruby red kind of color to it. Not much head given the age and the ABV. Oh, I was the one who wax sealed that, if you're wondering why, if you're wondering if this beer is always wax sealed or whatever. The head is going away quickly. It's still sticking to the side of the glass, but in the center, there's no head at this point. Yeah, not much lacing, obviously. Pretty legs. Not much of a tint to the legs, a little bit of brown, but not much. Definitely looks like I think this beer looks like. Let's get into the glass. Or let's get into the aroma. I'm so excited to try this beer. Deep, complex notes of things like brown sugar, molasses, like a dark, sweeter bread. Some cherries, port wine, plum wine. Actually, it's very plummy, little datey, prune. Super slight mint, menthol kind of a thing. Oh my God, this smells so good. I mean, this is probably going to be one of those, not so much a beer review, more of a love letter kind of videos. But yeah, I love this beer. Let's get into it. Cheers. Yeah, I mean, oh my God, it's so good. It is so good. It's so good. I was just with the Nerd Sense guys in real life. And if you didn't catch the live stream. But I can't remember. No, we did talk about it a little bit on the live stream. I don't know if the microphones were picking it up. But I was talking about this beer and how excited I was to have it to do for a Cellar Saturday. And those guys, I think because me and also Matt at Massive Beer Reviews have talked about how much we love this beer. And they got one fresh and tried it fresh. And they were like, oh, it's just like sugar water. Which is, people might know if you watch this channel a lot, and things I've said before. I'm all sweet teeth. Like some people have a sweet tooth. All my teeth are sweet tooth. So teeth. Or tooths. So, like, yeah, fair enough. But with age, like they say, it gets so much more complex. So they still have some. I'm excited to see them try them as they have age on them. But anyway, it's such a great sip. It has all that complexity that I was saying in the aroma. It's all there in the taste. It is a sweet beer, but it has so much else going on that it's not just like you're drinking simple syrup or something, Man, this. Put this aroma into a scented candle, and I will buy that candle. It's that thing. because it's funny. At times you get this these caramelized sugar notes, and it's like, is this gonna get too sweet? And then it's like cut with a little bit of the alcohol, which for 14% is very well hidden. Or like a little bit of the molasses, which isn't as sweet, or like some brown bread that is not as sweet. So like for a beer that is pretty sweet, there are elements that balance it out also. The fruity stuff, and again, like, I don't know if it's redundant or repetitive or whatever, guys, but like it really does follow the aroma quite a bit. Cherry, a little bit of raspberry, little bit of raspberry jam. But then more like, some figs, prunes, some dates, less figs. No, not figs, but the other two for sure. Plum wine, that mint thing. That's interesting because it's not like you brushed your teeth and started drinking a beer. It's not like that at all. But it is that. It is a slight, like menthol, spearminty kind of thing. Which I know that does not sound like it belongs with all these other flavors I'm describing. But I promise you, trust me, it totally makes sense in this sip. At 10 years, I guess that's probably the big thing I should focus on, and talk about. At 10 years, I am finally starting to get the slightest bit of stale beer taste. It is perhaps as slight as you could, like, still pick up on it, though. Which makes me happy because I have at least one more 2013. I have some 2014s. I think I was responding to comments today, and someone, I apologize, I forgot who it was if you're watching this video, but they were asking me about like aging beers and wax sealing and stuff, and like how do you do it? How many do you buy of the same beer to age and stuff? I think this is a really good one. It comes in a 4-pack. You buy a 4-pack, have one fresh. Like I told the Nerd Sense guys, if you don't love it fresh, fair enough. You think it's too sweet, or fair enough. It does get more complex as the time goes on. And then, like every Christmas time, every December, have another bottle, You kind of like that experience. Buy 2 4-packs next time, then you have 8 years worth of that experience, kind of a thing. Excuse me. I hope this came across like a review. Again, probably more of a love letter. Although it wasn't all love, I am acknowledging it's starting to get just some hints of staleness, but everything else is so on point. It's such a great sip. I love this beer. As you know, if you couldn't tell from this shirt that my wife got me years ago, apparently I am God's gift to women. This beer is God's gift to people who like really good beer. Have you had this before? Have you had a different Christmas beer you want to tell me about? A cool life experience? Anything, everything? Comment section below. Let's get a conversation going. Once you're done doing that, make sure you check me out on Instagram and Untapped. It's No Hype Beer Reviews, both those places. So please like, comment, subscribe, and most importantly, imbibe. Cheers, everyone.